Stop wasting money on websites that look pretty but don't sell. This one-page site made $54,000 in the last year. Here's the proof. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to copy it and build your own version in minutes. Hey everyone, I'm Jake Dawson, and I've helped hundreds of business owners automate their operations using AI tools they actually understand. For years, I threw money at fancy landing pages that looked incredible on the surface, but completely flopped when it came to sales. What I learned the hard way is that the good design doesn't guarantee conversions. What actually works is psychology. The way your page speaks to your customers' pain points, the words it uses, and the flow it takes them through. That's the real difference maker. The good news, with AI, you can build a high-converting page faster than it takes to microwave a frozen pizza. And today, I'll walk you through the exact tools and a simple framework that I use to make it happen. So here's what I want you to do. Go down to the description and open the links for OnePage.ai, Genspark, and ChatGPT. Keep them open in tabs and follow along as we go. That way, by the end of this video, you'll have your own landing page built instead of just watching me talk about it. And if you want to grab all of the prompts from this tutorial, I've also dropped them inside my private school community where I help business owners set up this stuff step by step. All right, let's kick this off with step 1, understanding landing page fundamentals. Here's the thing. There's a big difference between a website and a landing page, and most people mix them up. A website is like a whole shopping mall. It's got your about page, your blog, your contact page, all of these different stores you can wander into. A landing page is like that one kiosk in the middle of the mall that only sells one thing and will do whatever it takes to get you to stop and buy it. That's the mindset. One page, one goal, one action you want people to take. Now, let's walk through how the sales process usually works. Let's say someone clicks on your ad. They land on your page, and ideally they take action. That might mean buying, signing up, or booking a call. If your landing page isn't built to make that process smooth, people bounce. And here's the framework you want to keep in mind. Stop, engage, convince, and action. Stop means you grab their attention instantly, usually with a headline that makes them think, oh, this is exactly for me. Engage means you get them to stick around long enough to actually read what's going on your page. Convince is where you give them real reasons to trust you. Social proof, benefits, result, and action is the button. The one clear thing you want them to click on. It's that simple. And here's the key insight most people miss. The gap between an okay landing page and a great one can literally double your conversions. Which means, yeah, doubling your business without doubling your workload. That's why this step matters so much. Now, let's move on to defining your 3 core principles. And don't worry, this isn't going to be some complicated marketing exercise. First, you need to know who you're talking to. And I don't mean everyone. If your page is for everyone, it's for no one. You want to create a clear buyer persona. That's just a profile of your ideal customer. What's their age? Where do they live? What do they do for work? What's their income level? More importantly, what are their goals, their frustrations, and the stuff that keeps them awake at night? And just as important, what objections are they going to have when they see your offer? Knowing that ahead of time lets you address it right on the page. Next, you've got to identify the main pain point. What problems are they desperate to solve? If you don't nail this, none of the rest of the page matters. And here's a tip. Don't just describe the problem in your words, describe it in theirs. Use the same phrase they use when they complain in reviews, forums, or even to their friends. When they see their own language reflected back at them, they instantly feel like you get it. Finally, you need a unique selling proposition, your USP. This is the one thing that makes you different. Don't overcomplicate it. It's not a 10-slide pitch deck or something. It's one clear sentence that says, here's what we do, here's how we help you, and here's why it's different. If a 12-year-old can't understand it, it's too complicated. And trust me, I've tested this with kids before. If they can explain it back to you, your customer definitely can. This step sets the foundation for everything else, because once you know who you're talking to, what's bothering them, and how your solution is unique, the rest of the landing page basically writes itself. All right, the next step is where things start to click, because now we're going to actually build your buyer persona using Genspark. Think of this as creating a full profile of the exact person your landing page is talking to. Without this, you're basically just guessing. And that's why most landing pages flop, actually. But when you dial this in, It feels like you're reading your customer's mind, and that's exactly what makes them stick around and take action. And here's what you'll need. Just sign into Genspark and add the basic info about your business. Nothing crazy, just what you sell, who you think you serve, your price range, and what makes you different. Once you've got that, copy and paste this big prompt into Genspark. Don't worry, you can see it here word for word so you don't have to make it up yourself. It starts with, I need you to research and create a complete buyer persona for my landing page. And then you fill in your details like industry, product, price, and target market. Hit enter and let it do its thing. In a few seconds, it's going to give you back more than most people ever know about their customers. First, you'll see your market research. This is where Genspark pulls actual data from your industry, what customers are struggling with, what competitors are doing, and even pain points they complain about in reviews and forums. Then, you'll get a detailed persona. This isn't just male 35 lives in New York. It'll break down what they care about, what motivates them, what frustrates them, and the exact objections they'll probably throw at you before they buy. Next comes messaging framework. And this is where the gold is. Genspark will hand you 5 headline options written in your customer's own language. You'll also get emotional descriptions of their pain points, the benefits they care about the most, and even the top 5 objections you'll need to answer on your page. It'll give you call to action phrases and the types of social proof your customer actually needs to see before trusting you. Now, why does this work so well? Because instead of guessing at what you think your audience wants, you're building your page off of real market data and customer language. That's what makes your landing page feel like it was written just for them. And the best part, you only had to run one comprehensive prompt to get all of this. All right, now that you've got your buyer persona, the next step is where we put it to work and actually create your landing page structure. This is where most people get overwhelmed, but don't worry, we're going to let ChatGPT do all the heavy lifting here. All you need is the persona you just built, a few basic business details, and then you'll paste in this prompt that tells ChatGPT to build out your entire page like a direct response marketer would. That means it's going to give you the exact order of sections, the copy to use, and where to highlight your unique selling point so it actually connects with your audience. It's detailed copy you can literally paste right into your page builder. Now, let's break down those 8 sections so you understand the why behind each one. First is the hero section. Think of this like the opening line of a first date. It either grabs your attention or you're done. You need one powerful headline that delivers a promise, a short subtitle to expand on it, and one clear button. Don't throw in 3 different buttons and links. Keep it focused. If you've got a supporting image or video, it's even better. But don't stress if you don't. Next up, testimonials. This is where you build credibility fast. Drop in 3 to 4 short ones, nothing long-winded, and make them about the results and transformation. Even if you're just starting and you don't have real testimonials yet, you can use placeholders for now and swap them out later. The goal is to show your visitor, hey, real people got real results here. Then we move on to the problem section. This is where you show that you understand what they're going through. Use the exact language from your persona so they feel like you're speaking their thoughts out loud. And don't just mention the problem, agitate it. Remind them of the frustration. It should feel like, yep, this is exactly what I've been dealing with. That's what keeps them reading. After that, the solution section. Here's where you come in with what makes you different. Don't list features, that's boring. Talk about benefits. Talk about what actually changes for them when they use your product or service. You're basically bridging the gap between their problem and your solution. Then we've got the how it works section. People love clarity. Lay out 3 to 5 simple steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Keep it super clear so they know exactly what's going to happen if they move forward. The easier you make it look, the more likely they are to take action. Next comes pricing. This is where you present your offer with a clear value proposition. Show them what they get for the price, stack any bonuses if you have them, and if it makes sense, add urgency, like a deadline or limited spots. The point is to make the value feel obvious and the decision feel easy. Then we circle back to social proof. Add in more testimonials, maybe a case study, credentials, certifications, or specific results that you've delivered. This is where you hammer down any doubt. It's your I promise this works section. And finally, the call to action. This should be the exact same action you had in the hero section. Repetition works. Make it clear, make it urgent, and make it one single focus. Don't confuse people with multiple options, just one button, one action. The reason this works so well is because it follows the psychological flow of how people make decisions: attention, trust, problem, solution, clarity, proof, and then action. When you follow that order, you're guiding them step by step instead of leaving them lost and scrolling. So by the end of this step, you'll have a complete 8-section landing page structure written out in your customer's language. And honestly, this is where most people realize they don't need a $10,000 designer. They just needed a clear structure and words that actually connect. All right, the next step is where everything comes together, because now we're actually going to build your landing page inside of OnePage.ai. This part is fun because you'll see all of the research and copy that you've worked on turn into a real professional looking landing page without messing around with code or clunky editors. First, you'll need a OnePage account. The link's in the description below, so go ahead and grab that. Once you've signed up, head over to your dashboard and click on Projects in the left-hand menu. Up at the top right corner, hit Create Project. Now you'll see a bunch of templates you could start from. If you scroll through, you'll notice the Agency Starter Kit is already pretty close to the section structure we're aiming for. So click on that, Homepage, first version. But here's the trick. Before you actually lock in the template, click the option that says Remix with AI. This takes the base template and lets you add your own context using AI. In the prompt box, paste in the text I'll give you now so it knows exactly what kind of landing page you're building. Then hit Submit. Give it 2 or 3 minutes and boom, OnePage will generate a complete landing page for you. Now, don't just slam the approve button right away. Take a second to look at it. Does it capture the feel that you want? Does the section order match the framework we talked about earlier? If something seems off, you can regenerate. But don't burn through all of your credits just because you're being picky about some small detail like colors. You can adjust those later without wasting credits. Here's where it gets even better. In the left-hand navigation, you'll see all the sections listed out. This makes it easy to drag and drop them into the exact order we need: hero, testimonial, problem, solution, how it works, pricing, social proof, and the final call to action. If you're missing something, just hit Add Section. If there's extra fluff you don't need, delete it. Keep it simple, keep it clean. That's what converts. The beauty of this is the speed. In under 10 minutes, you'll have a polished, professional landing page that looks like you hired a design team. Instead of staring at a blank screen trying to figure out where to start, you've got a ready-to-go structure built for conversions. It's like skipping the stressful part and jumping straight into the results. All right, now we'll take your landing page from done to ready to launch. OnePage has already given you a full page, but now it's time to customize it so it actually sounds and looks like your business. Start by replacing the placeholder text with your own copy. The easiest way to do this is pull in the content ChatGPT already gave you. Click on any text element and just edit it directly. Drop in your hero headline and subtitle. Paste the problem section copy. Add the benefits for your solution, the steps in your how it works, your pricing details, and your testimonials. If the testimonials are just examples for now, no problem. You can swap them out later when you've got real ones. Make sure to update things like your actual price, your contact details, and anything unique about your product or service. Now, if you want to polish your copy and give it a little extra punch, OnePage has an AI writer built right in. This is perfect when something feels a little too flat or too wordy. Highlight the text, click AI writer, and you'll see quick options like make it shorter, make it longer, make it more persuasive, or simplify language. You can even type in your own requests like make this headline more emotional, or rewrite this so it sounds like my customer would say it. And here's a little tip. Use this especially on headlines, call to action buttons, and key benefit statements. Those are the spots where strong wording really makes a big difference. If you're looking at the design of a section and something feels just a little bit off, OnePage makes it easy to switch things up. Click the small AI button on that section and choose Alternative Layout. In just a few moments, it'll generate around 6 different variations of that section for you. Each option will have a slightly different layout or style, so you can flip through them and pick the one that feels the most on brand for you. This saves you from having to start over or get stuck with a design that you don't love. And while you're there, you can also run a quick spelling and grammar check to polish up your copy, or even translate the entire section into another language if you're serving an international audience. The goal here is simple. Make sure every section of your page looks clean, professional, and consistent with the vibe of your site that you're modeling after. Next, let's talk styling. This part doesn't cost credits and it's super simple. Go into the design panel on the left and adjust things like background colors, fonts, button styles, and spacing. Maybe you want to flip the page from light to dark mode, or switch the font to something bolder, a bit consistent with your brand while still following the proven structure we built earlier. And here's something really handy. If you ever want to add a section but you're not sure what it's called, you don't have to guess. Just use the AI assistant from the left navigation bar. You can type in a quick prompt and it'll create a brand new section for you, or even a full page, or a form, or a multi-step form. It takes the guesswork out and saves you from hunting through menus trying to figure it out. For example, let's say we want to add a form right here. Just open up the AI assistant and type "Create a form section" and hit enter. In a few seconds, it'll drop a form onto your page. And now here's where placement really matters. You don't want your form just floating anywhere. Use the left-hand panel to drag it where it makes the most sense. Right after your hero section if you want to grab people early, right after the problem section when they're nodding their head thinking, "Yep, this is exactly what I'm dealing with," or right before the pricing if you want to offer a free lead magnet, for example. You can even add in multiple spots if you're feeling ambitious. Once it's placed, customize the field. At minimum, you want their name and their email. That's non-negotiable. If you're selling for higher ticket offers, you can add phone number or job title. For B2B, maybe throw in the company name. And if you really want to pre-qualify people, you can ask questions like, "What's your biggest challenge with this topic?" Or "How soon are you looking to get started?" Just don't overwhelm them. More fields usually mean fewer signups. Keep it light, make sure the design matches your page, use the same colors, font, and button styles as the rest of your landing page so it doesn't look like it was just copied from another site. Consistency builds trust. If you want to get fancy, you can turn your form into a multi-step process. Just click the form, hit Edit Form, and add extra steps from the left-hand panel. This can work really well for qualifying leads without scaring them off with one huge form. Now, when someone hits Submit, don't leave them hanging. Create a confirmation page, click Final Step, and add it in. And here's where ChatGPT comes in again. Use this simple prompt and it will give you a warm, professional confirmation copy that matches the tone of your landing page. Stuff like a thank you headline, what happens next, maybe a bonus piece of content that they can grab right away, and some social proof to reassure them that they made the smart choice. Drop that into OnePage and tweak the design so it fits the rest of your page. Now here's the part that makes this powerful. OnePage automatically tracks your performance. Click on your form, hit Edit Form, and then click Results. You'll see how many people viewed the form, how many actually submitted, what your conversion rate is, and even how long people spent filling it out. It also builds a lead list for you, so you've got everyone's details in one place. That's the kind of data that you need to optimize. Before you go live, test it yourself. Fill out the form with your own info, make sure the confirmation page works, check your dashboard to confirm that the submissions show up, and preview the form on mobile to make sure it's smooth there too. Pro tip, don't overcomplicate your forms with too many fields. Make your button action-oriented, something like "Get my free guide" instead of "Submit." And always add a little privacy reassurance like "We'll never spam you" or "Unsubscribe anytime." All right, now comes the fun part, publishing your landing page and actually getting it out into the world. You've done all the hard work, now it's just about hitting that button and making sure everything looks good live. On the bottom left, you'll see the Publish option. Click it and you'll get two choices. The first one is the Quick Publish. This gives you a free subdomain from OnePage, which is perfect if you just want to get your page live right away and start testing it. Once it generates your link, open it in a new browser tab to make sure it loads properly. Then copy that link and share it with a few friends, colleagues, or even your team to get some quick feedback. It's a super fast way to go live without dealing with domain setup yet. But if you do want your own domain, that's simple too. Inside the Publish settings, click on Custom Domains. From there, you've really got one option. Buy a domain from somewhere like GoDaddy, Namecheap, or any other registrar, and then connect it to OnePage. Just follow their DNS setup instructions and update the name servers. It might sound a little technical, but honestly, it's just like telling your domain, "Hey, point over here instead." And once it's set up, your landing page will run on your very own URL. Once you've got your page live, it's time to test it like crazy. First, check the load speed. It should open quickly because nobody wants to wait around for slow pages anymore. Then test mobile responsiveness. Pull it up on your phone and make sure everything looks good. Buttons aren't overlapping and the forms are easy to fill out. After that, click on every single button and link to make sure that they work exactly how you want. And don't forget to test it on different browsers like Chrome, Safari, Firefox. Sometimes a page looks great on one, but weird on another, and you want to catch that before your visitors do. The main goal here is to make sure your landing page isn't just published, it's polished. All right, now let's get into launching and scaling your landing page. At this point, you've built something solid. Now it's about getting people to actually see it, measure how it performs, and then doubling down on what works. First up, traffic. You can have the best landing page in the world, but if no one visits, it's basically a fancy digital ghost town. So here's how you get eyeballs on it. Paid ads are the fastest way. You can run Google ads targeting keywords your audience is searching for. Or you can use Facebook and Instagram to get it in front of your ideal customer. If you're in the B2B space, LinkedIn ads can work really well. But don't forget about free traffic either. Optimize your page for SEO, share it across your social channels, and even add the link in your email signature. Every little bit helps. Another underrated move? Partnerships. Go guest on someone's podcast or do a joint venture with a business that serves the same audience but isn't a direct competitor. That way, you're borrowing their audience and funneling it into your landing page. Now, once traffic starts rolling in, you've got to keep an eye on performance. Make it a habit to check your OnePage dashboard weekly for conversion rates. If people are visiting but not signing up or buying, something's off. Every month, look for small tweaks. Maybe tighten up the copy or adjust the layout of it. And every quarter, think bigger. Use the data to make bigger updates that can really move the needle. And here's where scaling gets exciting. Once you've got a landing page that's converting, you can start layering on automations to save time and handle leads like a pro. Tools like Make.com or even simple webhooks let you connect your landing page to everything else in your business. For example, you can automatically send every new lead into your CRM, and then to a Google Sheet for tracking. Ping your Slack channel whenever someone fills out a form, or even trigger a personalized welcome email sequence without lifting a finger. It's like putting your landing page on autopilot so you can focus on closing deals instead of copy-pasting emails. Oh, and don't forget, OnePage already gives you a built-in email system. You can send unlimited emails to your lead list directly from the platform, or set up notifications so your team gets an instant alert every time a new lead comes in. No waiting around, no missed opportunities. Key things you'll want to track are your conversion rate. Ideally, you want to be at that 15 to 25% range, where your traffic is coming from, how long people take to complete your form, and the quality of your leads. Are they actually good prospects, or are they just curious clickers? The more you track, the smarter your decisions get. Look, I'll be straight with you. Copying a successful landing page isn't about ripping off someone's design. It's about getting what actually makes people click, sign up, or buy. And that comes down to psychology again. Once you understand the triggers that drive action, you can take those same principles and apply them to your own business in a way that feels authentic. But here's the truth, actually one that nobody likes to admit. The best landing page in the world can't save a bad product or service. Psychology works when there's real value backing it up. That $54,000 landing page I showed you, it worked because the offer delivered on its promise. If your product doesn't solve a real problem or give people real results, no landing page, no matter how optimized, is going to fix that. And this is where the future's headed. The business owners who win aren't the ones trying to replace humans with AI. They're the ones who use AI to amplify their judgment, not replace it. You still need to know your customer. You still need to be clear on your value. You still need to understand your market. What AI does is take those insights and it lets you execute at a speed and scale that used to take entire teams and weeks of work. Now, here's what I want you to do. Think about the number one pain point that your product or service solves. Not the fancy features, not the cool tech behind it, the actual problems that keep your customers awake at night. Write that down in the comments. I'll go through every single comment and I'll personally help you turn that pain point into a headline that actually converts. Because once you get the psychology, the AI tools stop feeling like toys and start feeling like unfair advantages. And if you want the exact prompts that I used to rebuild this $54,000 landing page, along with the specific AI tools and the psychology framework I use for every client, they're all inside my private school community. So hit subscribe, ring the bell, and check out the link in the description to get access. Remember, while your competitors are still paying 10 grand to designers and waiting months for landing pages that flop, you'll be building smarter pages in under 20 minutes. That's the edge that you've got right now. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to take this even further. Just click on the video to my left and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll see you there. Go on.